Good evening. My name is Devin Young, and I want to start off by saying thank you for listening to my speech number 2. The topic of this speech is the rise of social media. Did you know that as of 2024, there are approximately 5.16 billion active social media users worldwide? The rise of social media is definitely taking over the current generations and generations to come. It is very important to understand the rise of social media because it is what is currently being used for things such as communication and even ways for you to work it. And there's even ways for you to work as a social media influencer. Social media has been going through a lot of different changes throughout the years, so I will break it down in three different ways. The early days of social media, key milestones in the evolution of social media, and the impacts that social media has on society. In the very early days of social media, there were not a lot of different avenues like there are today. There wasn't Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. There was really only two major things that were the first known social media platforms, and it's not really social media, but it was emails and chat rooms. And this was the first time in American society that you could communicate with others without being in the same room as them. So it was really new to people, and people really attached to it very fast because it was a different way to talk to people on a day-to-day basis. For about 20 years, that's all social media was. But then MySpace came out in 2003, and that changed social media forever. That was the first time you could post videos, you could follow friends, you could text them, you could call them, all of this just because of MySpace. And that started the evolution of social media in current society. Social media is very well known and everyone uses it on a day-to-day basis. If somebody in 2024 tells you that they don't use social media, then they're just not telling the truth. You kind of have to use social media nowadays to be successful. You have to know how to communicate with people socially without being face to face so you can get job opportunities and things of that sort. MySpace is really well known, and many people believe that it is the start of social media, which it was. Now, when thinking of key milestones, you start to think of current day social media like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. Those are the really main things that people are using nowadays. Facebook is one of the largest social media platforms with 3.4 billion people using it every single day as of 2024. Social media has changed, but in a positive way. You can now express or see any of your interests with just a tap of a button. So, for example, with Facebook, it's not just a platform like MySpace where you could just post things, you could like things. Now you can follow people, you can message people, you can call people, you can buy things off of a marketplace that they have on Facebook as well. It's just a lot of different broader avenues that are just based off of an app on social media. Like people buy cars, buy boats, and things of that off of Facebook, which is just a social media platform, which is crazy. You can really get into anything that you would like to with just having social media by just communicating through social media. TikTok is on the rise as of right now. It is very big. Everyone is using it. It's just free entertainment, just the same as YouTube. And free entertainment isn't really easy to find nowadays because everything is going on an uprise when it comes to money. Everything is costing much, much more money than it used to. So it's very important for these few things of social media and the evolution of it pushing into a positive mind space for social media users, because you can see any of your interests in just a click of a button of just looking at your phone. And lastly, I want to talk about how social media impacts society. Like I said before, communication is one of the main impacts that social media gives to society. Society is it's just better with social media. You can communicate with anyone, anywhere, at any time, and it will go to them and they will see it. They will have it forever. Also, you have to be careful with social media as well, because things can go back to haunt you if you're posting bad things. People post guns and get in trouble because of that. So you have to be careful with social media, but it's also a very positive thing that can get you into any type of revenue that you would like to get you in the future. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat are key milestones to the rise of social media. Social media really helps the world with communication and free entertainment. Social media is a forever growing topic that I can see having tons of development in the future. From its beginning to its current global reach, social media's rise has been nothing short of remarkable. I really appreciate you for listening to this conversation, and you have a blessed one.